everybody.
Hello.
We're live. We're live.
We're live.
Hello. Good evening. What is it? Thursday?
Thursday.
Thursday evening. I hope everybody enjoyed their 4th of July. Saw some fireworks. Our neighbors must have spent like big money on fireworks. They put on some crazy show. I'm like, oh my goodness. What'd you do? Take out a second mortgage? Connecticut doesn't allow the kind that go in the air. They sure had them though. Oh, I had the volume on. Is that volume on? Hopefully not.
No, that volume's on. We're good.
All right. So today we are going to talk about closet clear out. It's happening right now. I was hoping for it yesterday.
I don't know why they didn't do it yesterday.
No. Yesterday, 4th of July, most people had the day of work off. Most people were off, and it would have been great if it was yesterday.
Hey, Marcy, how you doing?
Everybody's back at work today. Hello. I'm working on closet clear out right now at this moment. Awesome. So,
Brittany, what's up? Janet, how you doing? Aaron, what's going on?
hello. They know I love emojis.
Carolyn, how you doing?
Yeah, so we're going to talk about, how we do it. We want you to share if you've had closet clear out success, if you have any techniques and how you go about it.
Yeah.
Happy 5th.
Happy 5th. Before we get into all that, though, we're going to go for probably about a half hour tonight. I'm sorry we didn't make it last night. Karen wasn't feeling well all day, so we kind of just decided not to do a show last night. Yeah, it was tough for her. So today, this is the last day for our 50% off sale on Poshing for Profits. It's our course on how to make a full-time living working part-time on Poshmark. So if you guys haven't gotten a chance to check that out, first link in the description brings you right into the course. No coupon code needed or anything like that. It is 50% off for you guys. So you can get into the course tonight for as little as $23.50. And
that's good.
That's a good deal, yeah. So if you are waiting for the right time, there's no better time than the present to pick up the course. And with that being said, let's get into closet clear out.
So I see some people saying, great topic, haven't made sales on closet clear out, hasn't been successful for me in the past, hoping for some new tips. So first, I would like to say that when I list items, I list and price accordingly so I can have at least 2 price drops that I'm comfortable dropping with the 10% increment. Poshmark keeps track. There's like a little calculator. You go into edit, you go down to your price, and there's like a little calculator on the same line, and you hit it, and it remembers your historical low. So I price so I can drop. I know some people are like, I price competitively, and I price pretty low to begin with, and they don't really have all that much wiggle room. But this is why we price the way we do.
Yep.
So when they have these events, it's a lot of, even if I do 2 price drops, and I'll do 3 if it's like a really old item, relisted item, and I'm like, just get out of my face. It goes more, even if I drop like $10 off an item, and I sell that item and I sell that times like 7, it's like quantity adds up, even when you're minusing money off of all the items. So if you just get like 3 sales in a day at full price, I'd rather have like 10 sales with like, price drop, because quantity will start taking over the quality.
Right.
So this is how I'll have like multiple packages. They haven't had a weekend long one.
No, they haven't had a weekend long one in some time. They're just doing these one-day random closet clear outs now. It's a pain in the butt, but
it is, because right now it's a work day.
Yeah.
You have to understand that not everybody stays at home. Most people are out in the workforce 9 to 5, maybe like 3 o'clock, get home 7 o'clock. Some people work late, and they're not on their phones looking for price drops and like trying to shop on Poshmark while they're like punched in for their boss man, So with all that being said, let's talk about closet clear out. I did not start dropping prices until around 5. So a lot of my sales go to the West Coast. Like they always have been. They've always been like more West Coast.
Texas and beyond. So
like the majority of them go that way. So I really pay attention to the clock and like, what time is it over there? So I'm like, okay, 5 o'clock, people may start coming home from work. Now, a price drop lasts for 6 hours. So that's good. And if you have some people that have like multiple of your items, they might get a few different notifications that might spark them to actually investigate too. So I do it in waves or bouts. I know some people will like drop their entire closet, like, or whatever ones they want to drop, and they'll like do everything all at once. I do them in chunks, you know, when they're all weekend and I have like 3 days to do closet clear out, I'll do 10 at a time. I'll do 10 price drops. Hour and a half goes by, I'll share my closet again, do 10 more. And so I like stagger drop, but on day only, they're hard because you only have 24 hours. And half the time people are at work.
Yeah.
So I started at 5 and I did half my closet, or the lower quadrant of my closet, the ones I wanted to drop. I dropped everything and I shared all my whole closet. And then in half an hour, I shared the top half of my closet and dropped those prices. So I kind of did a stagger drop. And after this video, guess what I'm going to be doing? Price dropping. So
that's a good question. Does closet clear out carry over if you send an offer late in the evening, or does it end at 12 a.m.?
It does not end at 12 a.m. because you have to understand there's time zones.
Yep.
It's 6 hours from the time drop. So even if you're on like, what's it, the West Coast, the latest one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, West Coast, and you drop it at 11:59. It's going to last for 6 hours. Granted, that means someone's going to have to be up at like 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever. I've done it. I'm like, okay, there seems to be a lot of activity on in the party. If I see a lot of activity going on, I might give a price drop at 11 o'clock at night here if I feel like it, you know. But I try to do the majority of my price drops before the PM party because you still have that 6 hour window. And then in the party, I share. You know, so I was also trying when I was doing the bottom half of my closet and then the top half, I was doing the share blasting, the share bombs. I dropped a few prices and then I was share. I didn't share as much. I didn't do like 50 of them. I did like 10 in a row. I'm not sure. Those shorts sold.
Yep.
Those shorts sold. And I did share blast those. So it could have been a coincidence. Still don't have so much data on that.
Karen Young says getting carpal tunnel from all the dropping and sharing. Yeah. Remember, you don't have to overshare during closet clear out. Sharing at usual increments like you do is fine. It's the price drops that you want to fit in incremental and go out throughout the night and spread them out. But oversharing isn't going to help you one way or the other. I mean, it's always good to share, but we share just the normal amount of sharing that we always do, and we seem to do fine with closet clear out. So you don't have to overshare or go crazy with it or anything like that.
Now, if this was on a weekend, even a one-day closet clear out, I would have started price drops around noon. You know, that means like West Coast people are getting out of bed. They may be eating their coffee, drinking their coffee, and saying, ooh, that's cheap now. Let me get it. You know, but it's not the weekend. It's Thursday. So, oh, I saw one. I can't see it anymore. Do you have to go through the edit button, the drop price feature, or does either work? Either one works. When you hit edit, it brings you into the edit field, and then you go down to the price, and you either hit the calculator or you manually enter anything 10% lower than your historical low. The calculator remembers your historical low, so there's no flubbing it and messing up your historical low. Or you can hit the price drop and you get the two options. It's not a private offer. It's a public price drop. And it'll bring you into the same edit field. I prefer like the edit next list when I'm doing it. Because occasionally I'll accidentally hit private offer to likers. I'm like, ugh, this is not the screen I want. You know, so I just don't even like mess with that. Fatty fingers get in the way. So yeah, kind of old school. But either one will work as long as you're in the edit field for the price drop.
Yeah.
I get lower offers after doing price drops. Didn't notice too many extra sales with closet clear out. Sometimes it's hard with the day ones, you know, the single day ones. That just happened to me. The shorts I was talking about right before we logged on here, I had dropped this pair of shorts down to $32 with, you know, the Poshmark shipping for $99. And I get an offer for $30. And I'm like, that's $2. And I'm like, okay, you know, I'm not going to be greedy over $2, whatever. And then I'm thinking about it. I'm like, they're paying pretty much the same price because now they're not paying $4.99 shipping. They're paying the $6.49.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Why? 50 cents? Like, because I don't think some people do the math right.
So Becky Morton's saying, so I guess I'm confused. I thought you could only do closet clear out on items that have likers. I'm so not good at all this. So you
can
want to
drop a price on anything.
You can drop a price on anything. There's no set rules. You just want to we stick to items that have likers because the offer gets sent out like a private offer to likers. It's gonna go to everyone who liked the item. So we tend to stick to items that have likers on them. That way we know that maximum eyes are getting on that offer so that people will get the offer. But you can drop whatever you want. And people in the parties are gonna see it. People in your feed are gonna see it too. So yeah.
Yeah. But then you're hoping, like, if you drop something that has absolutely no likes on it, not even one, you're hoping in that 6 hours somebody stumbles across your share, whether it be in a party or through multiple sharings or whatever, or search, and then they're like, oh, it's cheaper now, and they decide to buy it. That's just 6 hours worth of a lot of like wishing and lucking, you know. But with we do it with at least 6 likers, you know. I pay attention to how many likes.
I go a little lower. I go about 4.
Yeah, but, I do 6. 6 is my minimum. Sometimes I get tempted when I see 5, but I try to stick to 6 because I'm like, okay, 6 people have liked it. This notification's going out to 6 people. Those are pretty good odds, you know, especially the more the merrier. If you're getting into the double digits, now you're really like getting a good viewing of your price drop.
So as a newbie to Poshmark, what's the difference between closet clear out and just offering a private sale to likers? So the difference is during closet clear out, Poshmark offers discounted shipping on anything that you reduce by 10%. When you're doing that private offer to likers, you have to take the shipping cost out of your own pocket. That $1.50 is the minimum that you can reduce it by, and that comes out of the meat of your sale. So if you're selling something for $32, you have to reduce it by 10%, and then another $1.50 when you do a private offer to likers. On Closet Clearout, you're just reducing that sale price by 10%, and
it comes out of
Poshmark covers the shipping on that.
Yeah.
The other difference is with private offers to liker, there's no historical low. You can drop the price to whatever.
You can also adjust your price upward.
Adjust your price upward and then drop it again. You don't have to worry about the historical low like with Closet Clear Out, where you have to worry about the price going 10% below your lowest that you've ever had it. So it's those are the differences to it. Yeah,
I like Closet Clear Out because it comes out of Poshmark's pocket. And everybody likes to save on shipping. Everybody does. I even like to save on shipping. I mean, come on. Not one person here doesn't want to save on shipping. You know? So, yeah, that's why I prefer Closet Clear Out. Yeah. Private offer to likers is a great tool. It's a great, great tool. But you notice sometimes your profits get a little bit lower because you have to offer a shipping discount.
Brooke, the baby's doing great. Growing as we speak. We're gonna find out the sex in a couple of weeks, and
can't wait.
I can't wait. Yeah, so we're doing great. We're right on track. We're no problems, no big worries or anything like that. So
yep.
Yeah, Mari. Deleting items after Closet Clear Out would be a great way to avoid the historical low problem for next Closet Clear Out. Relisting, right? And that's it's something you can definitely think about doing. You don't do that though, do you?
I relist more incrementally. Like I do pay attention when my historical low gets like at the lowest, you know?
Yeah.
Like when I was doing the bottom half of my closet, usually since we don't organize our closets and the top part's newer stuff, the bottom is a tiny bit older, and those are usually like the relist zone. I went to price drop a few things, and I'm like, ooh, I'm not going lower than that. I can't even price drop it. So I was like, okay, mental note.
That's when you relist, yeah.
That's going to be my next relist. So I have like 5 or 6 items in my head already that are going to be my next relist for days that I might not have something to list, or I'm running out of time, or I'm busy. Relisting comes in handy when you're pressed for time.
So how you do Closet Clear Out mothership products is you go into you look for an item that you have at least 4, 5, 6 likers on. You want to do it with good likers, with a good amount of likers. You go into that, you edit that listing, you go down, you scroll down, there's a little calculator button by the price. You hit that calculator button and it's going to drop your item by 10%. to the lowest, below the lowest price that you've ever had that item listed at. And then that offer is going to get sent out to all your likers, and it's going to get sent out publicly as well. So if somebody stumbles across that item, they can buy it and take advantage of the Closet Clear Out shipping discount and the 10% discount as well. So it's not just to your likers. It goes to whoever finds it. It's first come, first serve. Whoever finds the product is going to get the deal on that.
And you're only responsible for dropping 10% of the historical low. You're not responsible for picking up shipping discount. That's on Poshmark. Haha. Yes, it is. So another thing, we may have mentioned this in the past videos, but one thing that we really like to do when we are dropping prices is in the very beginning of the title, we put an emoji down arrow and the original price.
The original price, right.
So we'll put like down arrow 36, like $36, meaning like this was $36. And then you hit the calculator. Now it's at like $26 or $28, and then people could kind of compare and they go, oh, it was that much, now it's that much. Think about it. Stores do the same thing. Department stores, you go in there and they always have the original price there for you to view. Even it might be slashed out. It's like, this was $108. Now it's only $64. And you're like, ooh, that's good, And why do you think they do that? Because if they're just like, hey, we dropped this. This is like on sale right now. How good of a sale, So I think it really does help the consumer kind of compare. It also helps us. How does it help us?
We remember what prices we can raise. We remember what to raise the price back up to after Closet Clear Out is done. We don't leave our prices at that low point. We raise them back up to what they were before we started Closet Clear Out. So it keeps a mental note of what that original price was. So that way, that way you don't get stuck selling something really cheap because you forgot what price you listed it at. And it just helps. It helps out tremendously. So that's why we do that.
So,
Lachey made 3 sales today with Closet Clear Out. That's good stuff.
And the day is still so much.
Still got the PM party going, and it's still 7. It's still in the middle of the 7 o'clock party too. So,
Hello Thirsty says $6.99 is way too much for light items. And I think that's why I can't sell tank tops, etc. So I get it. $6.99 is great, especially when you're like shipping boots or something like that. And denim, I sell a lot of denim. It's heavy. But I do know a lot of people that sell jewelry. Like a lot of the mentors in the beginning of my Poshmark, that's all their closets were jewelry and like boutique sunglasses, really light items. And these are people that like have been on Poshmark, do very well on Poshmark, and it's just their niche. Like they don't even touch clothing. They sell all the accessories. I can see some people being like, it's so light. Why is it so much money to ship? And, I get that. I get that summer clothings are a lot lighter. Sometimes that's why it's cheaper too in the summertime. But it is what it is. Like we can't control that. So that's why Closet Clear Out's really good, because $4.99 looks a lot better
than $6.49. Yeah. So, state sales tax question: do I use the sold price or the price after Posh fee? You're going to use the sold price for that, I'm pretty sure. Now, again, we're not accountants,
no.
So, take this with a grain of salt. But I, for all intents and purposes, I'm pretty sure that sold price is what you're responsible for when you sell it, and that's what you also claim on your taxes. From what I understand, you're not going to claim the 80% that you're making. You got to claim the wholesale price, including everything for that item sold.
But your fees are like a deduction, so it does end up being like this,
it washes out, right? It's a deduction, but you have to claim that full price.
You have to take note of what Poshmark makes as well. It's so much easier just to be like, dude, I made $20, but you really have to say I made $25 and paid them $5. That's how you have to say it, and remember.
But I could be wrong. So you want to consult a CPA on that issue. But that's how we've been doing it, and that's what I understand it. Yeah, that's how we were instructed to do it. So, definitely consult a CPA with tax questions. Do the prices go back after the 6 hours, or do I have to manually change it? You have to manually change the prices back up.
Now, some people don't. Some Closet Clear Out is also a really good time to explore if your pricing is even on point. If you've had some likes and like you've dropped it and then you've dropped it again and no one's really biting still, you might not want to raise it all the way back up to where it was. that it helps me gauge my pricing all the time. You know, granted, I have that down arrow in the original price, but say my original price was $50 and like after 2 or 3 price drops, I'm like, oh, it's the lowest and still nothing. I'm probably not going to raise it back up to 50. I might raise it up to like 43 or like,
right.
Yeah.
So use your best judgment on that, but you definitely have to raise the prices back up yourself.
Do it the same way that you manually did the price drop.
So thank you, Flippin' Bond. Right. If you guys are enjoying this content, definitely go over there and hit that like button. Give us a thumbs up. It really helps us out. Also, today is the last day you can get that Poshing for Profits for 50% off at, you can get into the course for a minimum of $23.50 right now. It is a comprehensive course on how to do Poshmark and earn a full-time income working only part-time hours. We show you everything from time management to sourcing to photography to listing and sharing and parties. And we go over just the nuts and bolts of Poshmark all in one easy-to-follow course. It also is included with a Facebook group that gives you private access just for students to us on a daily basis. We're in that Facebook group all the time, answering questions, commenting, making posts, all that stuff. So it's a great resource. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, click the first link in the description. It'll take you right over to the sales page. You get to inspect the curriculum, see a little video we shot, all that good stuff. And it is 50% off from now until the end of the day. It'll probably last till the morning, to be honest with you, but we're not 100% sure on that. Depends on how Teachable works it. Last time we did a promotion, it did last until the morning, so we'll see what happens. But you have a couple hours left to get that course at 50% off, so definitely click that first link in the description and give it a shot.
Aaron Young said, as soon as I saw a closet clear out this morning, because they announced it in the morning, she says, I rewatched your video from last year. It helped so much. Thank you so much. So I do have a video on closet clear out. However, the only outdated information is there was no calculator when I made that video. You had to actually remember your historical low and like do the math. It was like it was a thing.
That was a toughie.
You had to remember like the 10% down, and then you had to round down in Poshmark's favor, or you'd mess up your historical low. So that's the only thing out of date in that video, is because there was no handy dandy calculator. This calculator button
changes everything. Yeah, it's a game changer.
You can even hit the calculator button, see what your price will be. And if you're like, that's too low, like I don't want to do that, I'm not comfortable dropping it that low, you can back out. You don't have to hit, it's not permanent. It will tell you, and you can back out. So
Gary, you can put your question in the chat. I'll take care of it.
It's okay.
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, we're not here just for closet clear out. We're here for all your questions. So we're just talking about a topic tonight. But if you guys have any questions regarding anything about Poshmark, just throw them in the chat. We'll get to them, and we'll take care of them for you. So.
Oh, yeah. I forgot how it used to be. Yes, Hello Thrifty. It was like, and there were many times where I'm like, okay, this is my low, and I did the math wrong, and then I ruined my historical low by like $1. And I was so mad, and the price drop didn't work. And then I had to do 10% from there, and I'm like, ugh. Then this calculator came out.
Game changer.
Oh my goodness, I love that thing. And it makes it like you can't mess up.
So some other things to keep in mind while doing closet clear out is you want to be listing as much as you possibly can. The more you list, the more activity you're going to have, the more sales you're going to make. So definitely list as much as you can during closet clear out. More than 5 a day. You want to be doing as much as you possibly can during that closet clear out. What is your opinion of Poshmark needing a more responsive way to get information than email? How about a chat? Possibly you all and or Steve could approach a decision maker. Thanks. Yeah, I think they do need to come up with some customer service situations. And
we're going to PoshFest.
We're going to PoshFest. We'll I was thinking about firing off an email about that today. That actually crossed my mind. And I do agree. eBay has customer service. They have a phone number that you can get in touch with customer service on. Poshmark is growing to that size right now. They're growing big. They need to do something more than just an email with an automatic response, and then a couple of days later you get an answer. So I think that is definitely an issue that they need to regard. If you guys want to send Poshmark an email regarding that, the more emails they get, the better chances they're going to address that and fix it in the future. So everybody send Poshmark an email regarding customer service, and they should take care of that down the road. Hey guys, thinking about your class, just need help, but time is an issue with other groups.
There's no time.
There's no time constraint on that. Yeah,
you take it as you need it. It's a video on-demand video course, so if you want to watch a video a day, great. If you want to watch 10 in a day, great. If you want to watch one a week, that's on you. You take it at your own pace. You know, there's no, you got to finish this. There's no, you know, you can go
once you're in the course, you're in the
Yes.
course for good. You have the access to the course for life. If we change something, you get access to that as well. You're always in that course. You have every opportunity to go back and watch it over and over and over again. You're always in the Facebook group. There's no time constraint on that either. So you can work it as little or as much as you want and finish it in a couple of days or finish it in a couple of months. It's up to you. So hopefully that answers your question, Stitch Witch. When is PoshFest? PoshFest is October 12th, I believe.
Yes. It's sold
and 13th.
out.
It is sold out, yeah.
Then it's sold out. And then I think it's just been sold out. Yeah, last year sold out pretty quick. This year sold out like in hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Minya says, I find myself doing research for the original price section. Is this required? Notice some Poshers have 0 in this section, which is better. Well, I do a mixture of both.
I do too.
If it's a price that I'm not like gonna go crazy over, like a pair of shorts that really originally cost $40 and I have them on sale for $20, I'm not gonna put a $40 price tag there. I'm just gonna go 0. If it's something like a pair of Robin's jeans that I have in my closet, which originally cost around $350 to $400, I will do the research on that price and put it in there to give them a comparison of what deal they're getting. So it depends on the prices of the item that you're listing, really, and in your discretion. You can do it for everything, or you can do it for a few, or you can do it for nothing.
Want to waste my time on hunting down prices if it's not worth me hunting down prices. Now, high-end stuff, I'm going to hunt down that price. The only time that's going to really affect you is if someone asks you and no one's going to ask you the original price. But in that, when you go into your about, like your actual, like your profile, not what other people could see, you will see % off original price. It'll say you offer 72% off the original price. The only time that takes into consideration is when you actually do put an original price and then your price. When you put a 0, it does not count towards that percentage.
So
some people don't care about that.
Yeah, you don't really have to. It's not the end of the world if you do it or not. It's not going to make or break a sale. So just do it at your best discretion. Do you think there is an ideal number of listings to have in your closet? And I heard you mention you don't organize your closet. Do you think there is any benefit of organizing, or is it a waste? I don't think there's a benefit to organizing, to be honest with you.
People are going to filter.
In fact, not organizing your closet prevents you from having the best stuff that you want to sell at the top of your closet. If you have a really solid pair of jeans, like I have those Robin's jeans in my closet right now, they're listed at $140. I'd be willing to take $100 for them. And that's a phenomenal flip for me. I got them for $5. So they will sell eventually at that price. That's what all the comps have showed me. If I can keep those at the top of my closet, that's the first thing people see. Now, if I organize my closet into shirts and jeans and shorts, then they have to filter through everything to get to those jeans. They're not going to see them. And
it could also deter someone. Sometimes people come to a closet just to peruse, not even filter. They just want to see what your closet's all about. And, you know, they open it up and it's like shoes. And they're like, I don't wear heels. And like all these heels and gorgeous shoes. And they're like, shoe. And then it's like skirts. And they're like, oh, my goodness. Like, you know, it might like kind of deter people. But if you see like a healthy mix, gives them a good idea when you get the people that are there just to kind of see what you're about.
And as far as your listing numbers, you want to try and go to around if you can get up to 250, that'd be great. That's an ideal number. 500 is better and 1,000 is best. So you're going to get like automatic sales at 1,000 listings, and it's going to be on autopilot at that point almost. So that's what you want to aim for.
Yeah, I saw like such an increase when I hit 250. I have talked to multiple sellers that once they hit 500, same thing, and like 1,000's like pretty much autopilot, you know. So there are incremental ways to, you know, start maximizing your Poshmark closet. And I get it. Sometimes it's hard to get there, but you make a goal. Say, I'm gonna list 10 items a day. I'm going to do this. You know, how I built my closet was I had this thing. It was sell one thing, list 2 things. You know, one thing went out the door, 2 things were getting listed. One to replace what was sold, the number. and another one to increase my numbers. And that worked for quite some time until I was selling too much to keep up with that.
Yeah. It's you just got to do something like that. Yeah. And it'll be beneficial for you.
Definitely.
Alexander Scott. Yeah. We do all the sharing ourselves. We don't outsource that. So that is all our shares. Karen has gotten a ton of shares. I'm working on it. So, what's up, Steve, by the way? What's up, Steve? Thanks for the like. Definitely hit that like button, guys. If you haven't done so already, it really helps us out.
Hello, Thrifty is 900. You have 100 more to go. I'm so jealous. Oh my goodness, I'm so jealous. I'm trying to read too. We're both like reading at the same time, so we got real quiet.
Why do people share items that aren't for sale? Someone's asking.
I don't understand that. I had somebody today like 2 of my items, and I'm looking at like the tiny thumbnail, you know, when it's in your feed, it's really small. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, what the heck is that? And I open it up and it's like sold. And the same person a short while down my feed liked another one of my sold items. But I've seen people share them too. I don't know. Maybe they like the sold item.
Lee, at 1,000 shares, and we've heard this from other 1,000 listings, and we've heard this from other people who have 1,000 listings. It basically gets to a passive income point. Just about, you don't have to do as much sharing, you don't have to do as much following, you just have to maintain your listings, and you're going to make daily sales very passively. So that's what I mean by saying it's on autopilot at that point.
I think I need new glasses.
If I already sent a price drop to my likers, can I then do a public drop?
Yes.
Yes,
you can. It's going to go to the same people, though, you know?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it means, Lee, that you have enough items to make a sale without the constant sharing.
Mm-hmm. Plus, I think with you have 900 items in your closet. I can't even imagine how long it takes you to share your entire closet. Do you do it in increments? Do you do like 300, 300, 300 and like kind of take a couple minutes in between? Or do you just sit there and hammer it out for like 40 minutes? Like it must take...
Yeah, Brittany, sold listings are not included in the 250. You need to have active listings. Active. That's what's included.
Mm-hmm. Not including banners or signs. It has to be an active listing.
Yeah, she says, but now it takes forever to share. Hello, Thrifty. I mean, Liz.
I can imagine. I know sellers that have like a lot when they do like up towards the thousands, they will do them in like batches. They'll do like 300. Take 10 minutes, come back. You know, they won't like shut down the program or shut down the, if it's online, they won't shut the .com down. They'll just like leave the screen there, go take an eye break and then come back and do more.
Yes, Dee Maria, we are a couple.
Aw. Yeah.
I'm just going through these comments here. What kind of business license is needed to resell?
We have our state and sales license in the state of Connecticut. Sales and use tax. It's called something different in every single state. Now, I believe there's a website. I don't know what it is. You could probably do it by the Google search. They're called slightly different things in every state, and they're different fees in every state. I paid $100. It's good for like, I think almost infinity or like quite a few years. Yeah. I've heard some states are nothing. You want to start a business, here's your license. It's the same thing that when you go into a convenience store, you see like on the wall, they usually frame it. And it's like in Connecticut, it's blue. But every state's different. So you would have to research your own state. Unless you're in Connecticut.
Is there a dollar amount threshold for claiming sales as income on taxes? You need to claim everything. No matter if it's $1 or $10,000. And hello, Thrifty. Amy Liz says, and I only share in-season higher desirability items daily.
Oh, okay. That must make it a lot easier.
Brittany Lockhart found some rag and bones today. Way to go.
Nice. And NWT. Excellent find. Isn't that the best? Yeah. I found rag and bone dress new tag the other day, and I was like, I made a squeal noise like in the store. I was like, ooh, no.
So guys, we're gonna cut it shortly. We gotta cook some dinner soon, and so why don't we take a few more questions before we go? And while we're waiting, one more time.
Okay, keep going.
What?
They say we have a business license. We only paid $20. So I was like, that's Connecticut for you.
Connecticut for you, yeah. So again, Poshing for Profits. This is the last night to get in on that sale at 50% off. Click the first link in the description. Go check that course out. It is a phenomenal course. We've had some great results from our students. We're actually going to start having some of our students on the channel in the days to come. So keep an eye out for that. they'll give you an idea of how the course is and what they've gotten out of it. So keep an eye out for those shows down the road. They're going to be live shows. Have you ever had an item returned to you because the buyer said there were damages, but when you got the item back, there was no damage?
No, I have heard stories. You know, you have to understand there's just some nasty people in the world. You know that. I know that. And there's people that are going to try to con the system. There's people that have like buyer's remorse. I have heard stories, people like ruining things to take pictures to send to Poshmark and like, this is what I got, you know, and that's just wrong. But personally,
not gonna happen, right? So Lee, what the course is, it's basically a comprehensive course on how to Poshmark and use Poshmark to make a full-time living working part-time hours. We go over everything from photography to listing to sourcing to parties to sharing to the wholesale portal to
I take you into the wholesale
portal. There's a lot of screen sharing in it, so we actually go right into the app and show you exactly how to do certain things. We talk about closet clear out. We talk about techniques there. We talk about the price drop to likers feature. We talk about everything on Poshmark in that course. It's very easy to follow. We've gotten great results from our students with it. It's an incredible resource for you guys. You get it all for $23.50 at the lowest tonight if you choose the payment plan. And it comes with that private Facebook group, so you can constantly ask us questions. We'll answer those questions on a daily basis in Facebook. It's just an incredible resource for you guys that are new to Poshmark, or even if you've been on Poshmark for a while, you're going to get something out of it. So definitely give that a shot if you're thinking about it. Just click that first link in the description, and it'll take you right over to the course. And you can actually preview it. There's a little bit of a preview there. It shows you the course curriculum. There's a little video that we did to introduce you to the course. So you can actually look at everything that's included in the course on that sales page through the video mods. And you'll be able to take a look at all that stuff.
And they're there for you for whenever you need them, you know?
Yeah.
Just like, you know, you can say, oh my goodness, I kind of forget about that. You can like log back in and watch a video all over again. It's at your own pace and at your own need. The Facebook group's great. You know, there's like there's me and Jay in there. I also have
some other experienced
Poshmark users that like I actually know personally in real life that have been on the app for a very long time. They help us man the battle stations too. They answer. Melanie's quicker than I am.
I know,
sometimes.
she's quicker than me.
I'll get tagged. I'm like, ooh, and then she's already answered it. I'm like, oh my goodness, she just must be on Facebook all the time.
Yeah, you're right, Steve. Karen's hair is extra awesome tonight. Huh? She just dyed it again today, so it looks definitely good.
And I straightened it in the house. I haven't gone outside to the humidity yet. If that happens, it would go like this. Dyed it for the party. Looking good.
Yeah. So that's gonna do it for us tonight, guys. We love you guys tuning in. Tomorrow night we won't be going live. We actually have something to do. So we were gonna go live on Saturday night instead to make up for you guys. So we will see you guys on Saturday night. Definitely check out Poshing for Profits. First link in the description, 50% off. You can get into that course for $23.50. Click on that link, go check it out. It's a phenomenal course. You guys will love it. And thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. We will see you on Saturday.
Susan, yes, as long as it doesn't have ammonia, and this does not have ammonia in it.
And yes, Steve, we'll see you tomorrow for that party. It's going to be a blast. You guys have a great night, and we will see you guys on Saturday. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a great night.
Bye, guys.